Good morning. Welcome to Ramblings with Joe. The news cycle turns. As the Charlie Kirk assassination is fading to the background of the news cycle, it occurred to me how quickly America forgets. We tend to move on from tragedy rather quickly. The sustainability of the attention of Americans now, it's very short. It is not, I'm guilty of doom scrolling. I do it myself. I look at those 30-second videos, that really don't mean anything, that really just kind of pick at your brain to figure out the algorithm that will keep you looking at the next video. Last night, as I was looking at some police videos, it occurred to me that I'm sort of doing exactly what I shouldn't be doing. Wasting my time on videos that just are of no significant value. This morning when I woke up and I woke up my iPhone and I went over to the news app and I scrolled through and I'm reading headlines trying to figure out what I want to talk about this morning. If I want to talk about the news or if maybe there's something else I should look into. Well, it occurred to me about 3 minutes in, one story about Charlie Kirk. So I clicked on that and it took me down a rabbit hole, as the algorithm will do, and I realized there's a lot to be said about a broken algorithm. Getting your news without an algorithm. Watching videos that you choose and the computer doesn't choose for you. So I'm not sure exactly what the definition of doom scrolling is, but I think what it means, and I'm sure someone's going to tell me how wrong I am, is you just go scroll until you find a video that piques your interest just a little bit and you watch it until it absolutely has no meaning to you and you scroll until you find another one that piques your interest, and if that one piques your interest, you continue to watch it. Well, every time you stop, that algorithm is picking up what you like, and it's creating a echo chamber for you. Oh, he likes this. He likes police videos. We'll give him more of those. Oh, he likes police videos where the police are being jerks. Oh, continue to give him those. Oh, he likes police videos where the police successfully apprehend a bad guy and put him in jail. We'll give you more of those. Oh, look, every once in a while, we're going to throw in a really, really young, really, really barely dressed woman. Let's see if that catches his attention. And you pause on it, whether it's because you're slightly attracted to it or you're like, why is that in here? The algorithm doesn't know. So you scroll on and then bam, now you're getting two of those every once in a while. I would prefer to choose my own news. Unfortunately, I fall victim to this. The wife, Em, was telling me in one of her podcasts, her second podcast, that the algorithm, it catches you. Even if you're trying not to be caught by it, it will catch you. Charlie Kirk is fading to the background in the legacy media, not in the new media, I don't know, there's got to be a better name than new media. It's not new anymore. Good gosh, we're coming up on 30 years of, oh well, no, let's see. My first computer was 1986. So we're coming up on, wow. I was on bulletin boards back then. The internet didn't come about until probably for me, until 1994 or so. It's been a long time. This is not new media. This is This is new media maturing into what it is now. Maybe we should call it middle-aged media. At any rate, we need to stop doom scrolling. And when we go to look at the news, we need to look at news with purpose. We need to look at the news and understand that the legacy media, the media of old, they're trying to put some of this out of the zeitgeist of our purview. And that needs to be your choice and not theirs. I'd like to delve into why I think the schools are creating these monsters. And I think the primary reason is the liberal mindset of professors. Charlie Kirk is still in my mind, still in the mind of most people. I don't think this is going to go away anytime soon. That's why it keeps coming up. So, in one of the articles I read today, a teacher said that he was okay with criticizing Charlie Kirk, not celebrating his death. Well, I think that if you're honest with yourself, that has to be allowed. We can criticize a policy without demeaning a man's sacrifice or his death. And then the professor went on to say that Mr. Kirk was not for free speech, because he created a website that called out certain people and listed certain people as suspicious. Yeah, that's part of free speech. That's how that works. So this professor, the article went on to say, was upset because he made that website, and he was listed as someone who might be, what did they call him? Supporting terrorists because he was pro-Palestinian, and I think communist, had communistic leanings. Oh, that's part of free speech. He was free to start a website to say that that website was wrong and that these people should be endorsed and appreciated by the public. But no, that's the problem with the Democratic Party, and that's the problem with the liberals taking over our higher education. The ability for them to, it's literally called, mold the minds of our young leaders. Well, that's a problem when you're pushing your side of politics and your side only. I'm very happy to see many young Republicans coming up and being more outspoken since last Wednesday. I'm very happy to see that. These schools are supposed to be places for debate and learning, not indoctrination. There are people who are saying schools are not indoctrinating our kids, they are enlightening them, and they have decided that that's not what's happening. What's happening is these liberal professors are pushing their politics upon our kids. That's what's happening. And you cannot deny that the rise in the amount of monsters that we're creating that are going out and killing people are directly related to the takeover of higher education by professors with liberal leanings. I mean, you can deny it. I don't care if you do. You're not going to convince me that it's not true when you have a professor whose obvious intent was to quiet his customers, his students, and while trying to do that, he can't even resist saying that Charlie Kirk was against free speech because Kirk's organization put him on a website that called him out. That doesn't make any sense. That's strictly liberal bias. I would have respected the man more if he'd came out and said, Charlie Kirk put me on a website that said I was a Palestinian supporter and a communist. And I'm either A, I am those things, or B, I'm not those things. But I support his free speech to do so. And if it's not true, there's something called defamation of character, which he can sue over. But this is not what he said. What he said was Charlie Kirk was not for free speech because he put him on that website. You're defeating your point with your own statement. This leads me to my final topic of the morning: freedom of speech. The politicians in Washington are moving toward less public engagement because of the Kirk shooting. Kinda sucks. The idea that Kirk was killed to quiet his point of view, and that it is having the effect on politicians that the shooter and the left hoped it would have. That's a horrible outcome. Unfortunately for the left, that includes the left. AOC immediately canceled 2 public speaking events that she had. Now, I don't know if it was because of fear of being shot or because she was just out of I tend to doubt it, but out of respect for Kirk. I would never believe that. So we're losing public speaking events. And yet the new media, the new pundits from the right are doubling down. The pundits are saying, no, we will not let you quiet us. We are coming to your college campuses and we are going to speak. The politicians are saying, if we can't protect ourselves, we're not going to have free speech. We're not going to go and talk publicly. So many of them have decided that they're going to have smaller roundtable events instead of town hall meetings, and something called a phone town hall, a phone call town hall. I don't know. I've been invited to some. I didn't go to them because it seems kind of counterintuitive to me. It seems like what we're going to do if we do that is it's just a radio show, and they're going to pick random callers just to ask a question. Well, get on a podcast. I don't, get on a Zoom call. I don't know what to tell you. This is ridiculous. You need to convince your constituents and both parties it's not okay to do this. And you need to stand up. Be brave. Get security that you need. And move on with the running of this country. And move on with leading this country. We live in a republic. We do not live in a democracy where mob rule is the rule of the day. You have to say no. Unacceptable. Get out there and do your job. It sucks it happened, but make the place a better place and it won't happen again. But it's Tuesday, and the weather's starting to warm up again. Yesterday I was sweating a little bit. It'll be all right. It was a good day yesterday. I met some nice people. I really had an enjoyable day. A lot of people don't like Tuesday. I think we have to find it within ourselves to like Tuesday. I think we have to embrace Tuesday as we're rolling now. We're moving. It's the second day of the week. First day of the week's behind us. The struggle's over. Let's get on with this job and let's do a good job. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I hope that you go out there and give it your best because you deserve it. To heck with everybody around you. You deserve your best. And I hope you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, arrivederci. I met a racist recently, and I need to talk about that. I need to get that out of my system, and I need to let people know that I don't think it's okay. Maybe tomorrow. It should be long enough. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Maybe that'll be my primary topic tomorrow.